Hello guys, welcome to the kitchens here at the Dorchester. So today I'm going to show you an alternative kind of festive dish, as we're all going to struggle getting turkeys this year. So I opt for a little bit of beautiful venison, which is beautiful and sustainable, and it comes from all over the country, and it is a real sustainable product to use. So today we're going to be cooking a beautiful dish with the loin of venison, and with that we've got stunning potato Anna, which is layers of potato cooked in clarified butter. Then we've got a lovely onion salad. We've got some lingonberries, which are similar to cranberries, but they're just a bit more in season now. They're quite famous in Sweden to have it with your black pudding. Then as it's a bit of Christmas, I thought I'd treat you guys. We've got beautiful autumn truffle. Then we've got a lovely venison sauce split with cream, so it's 50% venison sauce, 50% cream, but at home you could do that with even a bit of bisto and then add your cream on top of that. Then here we've got, for 4 people, around 100 grams of cooked cocoa beans with 2 handfuls of girolles and beautiful herbs. And then here we've just got some lovely sauteed leeks. So you need about 2 leeks for 4 people. So it's a super simple, easy dish to do, and I'm just going to show you quickly how to put it together. So here we've got beautiful venison loin. It's around 80 to 90 grams per person. Obviously, if you're going to cook for 4 people, try and get a good half a loin. And obviously you need a bigger frying pan, and it will take about 2 to 4 minutes extra in the oven as well. Keep turning it while it's in the oven, but cook 1 big joint for your family. So here we're just going to season it. You need to season heavily at the start of it to really get the flavors going. Oil into a pan. And then we're just going to start roasting it. You want to treat the meat like it's almost got 4 sides. With this bit of venison, actually 6 sides. You want to cook the one side, the 2 flat sides, the 2 sides, and then quickly seal the 2 ends as well. And then we're just going to pop that in the oven. It's very important to keep it moving while it's in the pan, because you don't want to get any hot points into the pan. You just want to keep it moving and get beautiful caramelization. This is where we're going to get the flavor. It doesn't really have a lot of fat running through it, so you don't want to overcook it, and you want to cook it gently, but this is the most important point to get a good bit of caramelization. So you can see now in the pan, that's all of the caramelization, that's all the bits in the pan which is full of flavor. So what we're going to do after we roast it is we're going to deglaze the pan and make sure we get all of these beautiful bits on the bottom of the pan, which is the massive bits of flavor. So now I'm just going to take it out of the pan. I'm going to put it into the oven here with my beautiful thyme and garlic, which I'm just going to crush. So by putting it onto a separate tray, the heat's going to be more rounded in the oven, and you won't get an aggressive cook on the base, if that makes sense. So while that venison's in the oven there, it will take around 3 to 4 minutes, and we'll try and turn that once or twice in between as well. Remember, with a large joint, you want to try and give it an extra kind of 4 minutes if you're doing it for 4 people. So a bigger joint would take about 6 to 8 minutes in the oven. So just while that's in the oven there, we'll just talk about the ingredients we've got here too. So here we've got the beautiful venison sauce, which is 50% venison sauce and then 50% cream. You just bring them to a boil together and you make a beautiful, rich, really tasty sauce. Obviously for home, you can buy some beef stock. We could even put a bit of bisto in there for home cooking, and you just bring them 2 together and that will make a lovely sauce. When that sauce gets hot, we're going to add in the cocoa beans, girolles and herbs. So the cocoa beans are dried. We buy them dried and then we soak them overnight. You can find them in most shops nowadays. Remember to soak them overnight. If you cook them not soaked, they go really hard and super tough. So you soak them overnight, cook them in water with a bit of veg in there. We like to call that mirepoix, and some herbs, and then let them set in the water, and then they're good to go. With the girolles, what's in season really. Girolles at the moment are bang in season, but when we get a bit more to December time, we will have the chanterelles what come in season as well. So it'd be lovely chanterelles, trompettes, or even just button mushrooms. One of my favorite mushrooms is the button mushroom. It's super tasty. And then with the leeks, it's just cut down julienne leeks. So make sure you clean the leeks, cut them in half. Make sure you wash the leeks really carefully. Obviously you can get a lot of soil and dirt inside, which is not nice when you're eating your food. Chop them down nice and then sweat them down nice and quick in butter, salt and pepper. Remove it and then cool it down in your fridge to retain that beautiful green colour. So here, quite unusual, we've got beautiful lingonberries, which are famous in Sweden. I've seen them over there many times when I've been, and they're beautiful. They serve it with black pudding, and it's just the best breakfast you can have. Toast, black pudding, lingonberries. They're almost like cranberries, but they're a bit more sour to taste. So what we've done with these, just to make them a bit more sour as well, because we're going to put them in that heavy sauce, is we've pickled them. So I got 4 kilos of them a few weeks ago when they were in season, and we bought to boil a pickling liquor and chucked it on top, and then we're preserving them. But you can just look at them, they're just tasty. They work well in desserts, starters, main courses, a little bit of sugar in there, and you can start using that for desserts too. Then, because it's Christmas, we're going to use some autumn truffle just for you guys, because it's super special. So just a lovely bit of autumn truffle, just to grate on the dish at the end, just to treat ourselves. I think we all deserve it. And then also, you got the onion salad. This is quite chefy. We do this in the restaurant. We fat pack the onions in a brine. So a brine is salt water, and what that does is it breaks down the onions and gives it a bit of a translucent kind of feel. It almost tastes like the onions you get in a kebab on a cheeky Saturday night. But at home, what you could do is just find a beautiful white onion, chop it up, mix it with some vinegar, some lemon juice, some lemon zest, and some olive oil and sugar, and let that macerate, let that break down, and you'll get a really nice fresh onion salad, just to bring a bit of life into the dish as well. All of these ingredients can be done 2 days in advance. You can get the cocoa beans and let them soak 2 days in advance. So come to the day of the dinner, it should be super easy, and it means you can chill out with a nice glass of wine. So now this piece of venison's been in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes, and I've been turning it every 2 minutes, so it's had 1 turn. So you just want to feel it, and you can feel it's got a bit of giver to it, but it's got a nice amount of heat in there as well. So we'll bring it out to rest. So now the venison's come out of the oven, and we've let it rest for about 5 more minutes. So obviously this is a small one just for 1 person. If you had a bigger piece as well, just do nice thin slices, and then work out how many portions you've got, and divide that by how many slices you've got. Okay, so to build the dish, everything's ready to go now. We're going to put the potato anna on top. On top of that, we've got the lovely sautéed leeks, what we've just reheated with another little knob of butter. We'll just get a nice spoonful of that. Straight on top. On top of that here, we've got the beautiful venison. So that's just been sliced now. And then you can give 3 to 4 slices per person, depending on how many people you want to give it to. And then here we've got the best part for me, we've got the sauce. So that's full of the cocoa beans, the girolles, the herbs, and then also just to finish it, we're just going to add the beautiful lingonberries in there. Just for that pop of flavour. I want to add that in last minute, just so while you're eating it, you just get that beautiful pop in your mouth. Feels like Christmas already with this. So you got the girolles, the beans. That's a hearty, hearty sauce. On top of that, we've got the onion slice. Remember, at home you can do an onion salad if you want. Just going to dress that with some lemon dressing and a little bit of salt as well. Just make sure you give it a nice dress. On top of that, just because it's Christmas, we're going to put a bit of truffle on top. One of these microplanes at home will be amazing. They're like the best graters you can get. And then that's simple on top. So here we have it, guys. You've got my alternative to turkey, which we're all going to find hard getting our hands on this year. Beautiful loin of venison with potato anna, a stunning venison sauce with girolles, cocoa beans, lingonberries, and a lovely onion and truffle salad to spoil yourself. Enjoy. Merry Christmas.